Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Kentucky nurses claim workplace violence is running rampant in the Commonwealth after a nurse was stabbed this month.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this April 23rd. It's 6:30 this morning, and it's time to check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal on this foggy day ahead. And Megan, visibility was not great for me. How is it going to be the rest of this day?
Well, the good news is a lot of the dense fog has really just moved down, mainly staying in our Tennessee counties. However, you could still definitely encounter some of that, especially as you travel high into elevation, seeing some low clouds today. Here's a look at those clouds rolling through the area. So just be watchful as you're heading out the door this morning. We're going to see those temperatures mainly in the 40s and 50s. However, take a look at Louisa in the 30s. Haven't seen that in a while. 39 degrees right now. Good news is we will not see temperatures that cold all day long as we get into highs in the low 80s, upper 70s. It's going to be another warm day in store. Now, as we go through the next couple of hours, we'll see slight chances of rain for our southern and central counties as you head throughout the day, hitting the high around that 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock mark in the low 80s. Amelia.
A murder suspect from Appalachia, Virginia made his first appearance in Harlan County District Court yesterday. David Stoneburner will face arson and abuse of a corpse charges in Harlan County after police say he killed his aunt during an argument at their Virginia home on Saturday. Police say Stoneburner drove her body across state lines. He then put her body in the driver's seat and set it on fire before sending it down a mountainside. A judge set Stoneburner's bond at $250,000. He's expected back in court May 5th. We have new information about a story we brought to you yesterday morning. One man died after a head-on collision in the Vico community of Perry County. It happened on Highway 15 near the Georges Branch intersection. Officials with the coroner's office told WYMT 38-year-old Michael Trent was killed. 2 people in the other vehicle were taken to Whitesburg ARH with non-life-threatening injuries. The search continues for an inmate who escaped from the Claiborne County, Tennessee jail more than 1 week ago. Police say Larry Poor escaped while he was on a work detail outside of the jail. Deputies have focused their search in a concentrated area of the Cumberland Gap, but have not had any luck so far. Poor has a history of theft and burglary and was facing a pending charge. Might add 4 to 6 years to his sentence.
We do not feel that he is a risk to the community. However, that could be with anyone. Violent tendencies are not there.
Once captured, Poor is looking at an additional 5 years in jail for escaping. If you see him, don't approach him. Instead, call 911. A Wayne County, Kentucky woman pleaded guilty to Class A drug trafficking in federal court. The guilty plea stems from a case where Candace Nevels was arrested for trafficking illegal narcotics in May 2023. Nevels is in jail, and we are told her final sentencing is set for July 9th. A West Virginia man was arrested during a traffic stop after police discovered he was dealing drugs. After pulling over John Maynard, police say they found multiple bags containing roughly 5 pounds of meth. Police say Maynard had been supplying meth to folks in multiple areas, including Martin and Lawrence counties. Police say it was roughly $32,000 worth of meth. A man from Detroit, Michigan was arrested in Wayne County, West Virginia on drug charges. Officials say after pulling over Clay Richbow and searching his car, they found more than a quarter pound of fentanyl, marijuana, and a digital scale. Deputies say Richbow was a wanted fugitive out of Ohio and Michigan. A man was accused of setting his mother's home on fire, and now he faces charges. State police responded to a complaint on Sunday about a home on fire in Elkhorn City. When they got there, David May's mother told police she did not know how he started the fire. Troopers later found May at another home before bringing him back to the scene. He was taken to the Pike County Detention Center. A Prestonsburg man is facing charges after he was accused of taking tools from his workplace and then pawning them. After receiving a call from members with the Floyd Fiscal Court, police launched an investigation. Police say Daniel Darby went to a pawn shop back in February and pawned a socket set. He also reportedly pawned a tablet code reader and 2 impact guns. Darby was arrested last Saturday. Kentucky nurses are speaking out against workplace violence. This comes as a nurse was recently stabbed as they were leaving U of L Jewish Hospital. The Kentucky Nurses Association expressed concerns since they claim the violence continues to happen. The organization calls for more reporting by nurses and more training for workplace violence situations.
We need more reporting. We need nurses to step up. It's actually become normalized, and it's not acceptable. We need to make sure that organizations have policies, have security, have training for nurses as well to make sure that they feel safe and feel safe to speak up.
According to the Kentucky Nurses Association, nurses are more likely to encounter violence on the job than police officers. If you have any old or unused medication sitting in your cabinets, the Perry County Sheriff's Office now has a safe place to get rid of it. A new medication drop box was installed in the front lobby at 124 East Main Street in Hazard. The drop box, donated by Operation Unite, lets people anonymously dispose of expired or no longer needed prescriptions without flushing them or tossing them in the trash.
And we found some statistics that said that 70% of youth began their substance abuse through medications they found in their own homes or in their grandparents' or friends' homes. So we said, well, you can't leave them laying around, so we'll give you a way to get rid of them.
Operation Unite placed 53 drop boxes in more than 30 counties and collected nearly 33 tons of medication, keeping potentially dangerous drugs off the streets and out of reach. Here's a reminder about some important application deadlines if you were affected by the February flooding. Officials tell us the FEMA buyout deadline is April 30th. This has to be in person at a disaster recovery center. The individual FEMA assistance deadline was extended to May 25th. The Small Business Administration deadline is also May 25th. You can apply for those in person or online. In less than 1 month, on May 5th, the Education Department will begin collecting payments for student loans that are in default. According to the department, borrowers who do not make payments for 9 months go into default. One UK alum got his bachelor's degree and later his master's. He graduated with his master's in 2020, right around the time a period of leniency took effect because of the COVID-19 pandemic. He says he has about $37,000 in student loans.
I'm positive there are millions of people in my boat whose parents were not able to pay for college out of pocket.
Experts say if borrowers are in default, one step to avoid wage garnishment is to get into loan rehabilitation. Borrowers must ask their loan servicer to be placed in a program. Harlan Independent Schools announced its first female superintendent in its 114-year history. The current superintendent of 13 years, C.D. Morton, announced his resignation in February. After being in the school district for nearly 33 years, he will now begin a new chapter as the executive director at Teach for American Appalachia, leaving Jennifer Parsons to fill the spot.
I would not have left the district or retired if I didn't feel like it was going to be cared for and loved the way that I did it. And I think Jennifer Parsons is going to do amazing things in ways that I couldn't do it.
Being able to be a leader in our community, in my hometown, where I'm working, where my kids are, is just an amazing opportunity, and it excites me. And just to help grow our students, whether I'm the first female or not, I'm just excited for the opportunity.
Parsons will officially start her role July 1st. She says she's extremely excited for the opportunity and already has goals set for her time as superintendent. A typical snack run turned into a big win for one Corvin couple. Scott Reynolds and his wife were on a road trip when they stopped at Rocket Food Mart in Frankfort for some snacks and drinks. The couple says they didn't initially plan to stop as traffic prevented them from taking their planned exit. Reynolds said the store clerk suggested the new Kentucky Bourbon Trail scratch-off ticket, which ended up winning them $75,000. The couple took home $54,000 after taxes, and they say they hope to buy a new vehicle to be able to do more things in their community.
Temperatures this morning are in the 40s to 50s. We see a pretty large range, especially as you head towards Tennessee, seeing 61 degrees, and for our more northern counties, seeing 39. in Louisa. Now everybody will see some warmth as we head into the afternoon. Temperatures will get up to the upper 70s and low 80s for today, so be prepared for that warm weather. We do see some slight chances of showers for the day, mainly to the south. And another thing we're looking at towards the south is some fog, especially dense fog and patchy fog for our Tennessee and Virginia counties. Here's what you need to know on this foggy morning. Temperatures will be in the low 50s on the way to school, and then we have those slight chances of rain as you're heading home with temperatures in the low 80s. Stay with us. More mountain news and weather is on the way.